We heard the word rejoice several times right from the opening prayer and through the readings, the response, and even in the gospel with John the Baptist. It's clear that the theme today is rejoicing, to be filled with joy. And what is joy? Joy is not a pleasure that comes, for example, from eating a fine meal, or a surprise gift comes, or some wonderful thing happens, or a romantic relationship. But joy is something that's deep within the person. It comes from within, and it comes primarily from knowing that God is with us. That's what the scriptures are telling us tonight. There's a certain joy that comes about when we really, really realize the presence of Christ within us and among us. And that's the joy that we're celebrating as we approach the feast of Christmas. We are called to exude that joy to others. You and I are called by our vocation to bring joy to others. It was the call of John the Baptist to point out Christ as the Messiah. And he did it with all of his strength and all that he could do, even sacrificing a great deal, because his role was to point out Christ the Messiah. And it was with joy that he did that. But for you and I, we don't seem to have that great of a job like John the Baptist. But at the same time, whatever it is we do every day is a call to exude that joy. I read a story this week about a man several years ago who was a garbage collector in the city of Dallas in Texas. And the people on his neighborhood, he had 19 homes that he collected garbage from. And the people in his neighborhood got together and they wrote a letter to the director of public works, stating that what a wonderful person that he was, that his kindness, his friendliness, his responsibility, the way he treated everybody, that he was concerned about the people. If someone died on the street, he would be also one to contribute for flowers. Somebody lost a watch that he found in the garbage, and he went to every home until he found the owner of that watch. And he would often check out, and if he saw something in the garbage that he didn't think should be there, that might have gotten thrown away by accident, he would stop and ask people if it was really meant to be thrown away. But he exuded a spirit of kindness, a real Christian spirit, that he was patriotic, he was a fine gentleman. Well, the director of public works wrote him a letter and said to him that stature and importance comes to a person by what they do. And you certainly have strengthened the belief that what you do has brought stature and importance to you. And I think that's an example for us, that whatever it is we do, it's to bring that joy of Christ to others. That man was bringing joy to people because of his kind attitude. And the director of public works said that no matter what position we have, if we do it in the right way, we're going to bring goodness to others. Pat and Jackie Adams tonight are here with a spirit of joy in their hearts. 30 years ago, December 19th, they were married in this church. And that day they were filled with joy, weren't you? And it was a joy they couldn't describe because it was something deep inside. There was a presence of real love, the love of Christ. They were married in Christ, and it filled them with great joy. And they were filled with hopes, and their hopes and prayers were fulfilled a lot in these 30 years. The 2 children that they brought into the world, a time for joy. Can a parent describe the joy when they hold their newborn child in their arms? I don't think so. It's something that's so real, and yet you can't describe it. And so we thank you for the witness. Pat is a respiratory therapist, and Jackie is a nurse. And what you do every day for people is so important. And I'm sure you do it with your own Christian love and the own love, very love that comes from your marriage in Christ. That when we do that, we're helping others, no matter what we do. And so today we give you thanks as you renew your vows and thank God for these years that have been happy and blessed. I'm sure there have been lots of wonderful times and lots of sacrificial times as well. And there is in every marriage. But if there's real love, it perseveres and comes to a day like today. So I thank you for being a witness of wonderful married life to everybody here tonight, and to all those that you work with and know. Christmas is coming real quick. Next Sunday is the fourth Sunday of Advent. It's only going to be it's a week of only one day, and then we're right into Christmas. So it's coming very quickly. And I hope that you're just preparing your hearts to be a real sign of God's love to all those you experience at Christmas time. Our world needs it, doesn't it? Our world needs to know the love of Christ for them. And every Christmas, it's my hope and prayer, as I know it is yours, that the world out there that we read about in the paper and hear on the news every day will come to realize the importance of Christ in our lives. With him, there's great joy. Without him, there's chaos. And so today we thank God for bringing us together in this church so we can experience the joy and the presence of Jesus. And so with that, I would ask Pat and Jackie to come forward to renew their vows.